Our content objective for this lesson is that the best mathematicians will be able to add decimal numbers using place value strategies. If you take a look, there are going to be two vocabulary words that we are going to use throughout our lesson. The first word is addend, and the second word is sum. If you look at our first number here, we have 85 and 482 thousandths, and that is our first addend. Our second addend is 17 and 8 tenths. The answer to our addition problem is called our sum, and we are going to use these vocabulary words throughout our lesson today. The first thing that you are going to do when adding decimal numbers is take our first number here and correctly put it in our place value chart. I notice that I have a 6 in our hundreds place, a 5 in our tens place, a 4 in our ones place, an 8 in our tenths place, a 9 in our hundredths place, and a 4 in our thousandths place. So if you take a look, we have placed our number 654 and 894 thousandths into our place value chart. Step 2 is to take our second number and put this number in our place value chart. I'm noticing that I have a 1 in my tens place, a 7 in my ones place, and an 8 in our tenths place. I'm going to make sure that we have 17 and 8 tenths correctly in our place value chart. One of the things that we can do to help us here is add a 0 here and a 0 here as placeholders, so we have all of our place values taken care of. Now we are ready to add. We are going to start adding in our thousandths place. I know that 4 plus 0 is equal to 4. Moving on to our hundredths place, I have 9 plus 0, which equals 9. Now we're moving on to our tenths place, and I have 8 plus 8, which I know is 16. We're moving on to our ones place. In our ones place, you'll notice we have 7 plus 4, which equals 11, plus 1 is 12. So we're going to place our 2 here, and we're going to place our 1 here. Now looking at our tens place, we have 5 plus 1, which equals 6, plus 1 is 7. So we'll place our 7 here. Now in our hundreds place, we have 6 plus 0, which equals 6. So we found our sum to be 672 and 694 thousandths. Now we are going to take a look at a second example. Here you'll notice we have 45 plus 23 and 8 tenths. Step number 1 is to take our first number and correctly place it in our place value chart. You'll notice here that the number 45 is a whole number. So our 4 is going to go in our tens place, and our 5 is going to go in our ones place. Step 2 is to take our second number and place it in our place value chart. So we have a 2 in our tens place, a 3 in our ones place, and an 8 in our tenths place. Again, if we want to help ourselves, we can put a 0 here as a placeholder. Now that we have both of our numbers in our place value chart, we can go ahead and add them up. So starting in our tenths place, we have 0 plus 8, which I know is 8. Moving on to our ones place, we have 5 plus 3, which equals 8. Moving into our tens place, we have 4 plus 2, which equals 6. We found our sum to be 68 and 8 tenths. Now it's time for you to practice. Go back to the original PowerPoint, and there are 6 different examples that you are going to practice how to add decimal numbers. Good luck!